Hello, and welcome to Message Magazine's daily devotional reading, Thoughts in Worship. Does it seem like your days are getting longer, yet your time with Jesus is getting shorter? Or maybe you just need a little pick-me-up that lasts longer than that morning cup of coffee, and is healthier too. Whatever the case, the way you spend the next few minutes in time just might determine where you spend eternity. And now, here's your host, author, speaker, L. David Harris.
This is devotional thought number 18 in our devotional series titled, The Gospel According to Psalms. Here's what the Bible says. Make a joyful noise unto God, all ye lands. Sing forth the honor of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say unto God, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power shall thine enemies submit themselves unto thee. All the earth shall worship thee, and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing unto thy name. Selah. Come and see the works of God. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of men. He turned the sea into dry land. They went through the flood on foot. There did we rejoice in him. Psalm chapter 66, verses 1 through 6. Can you imagine? You have access to the King of the universe who would stop at nothing to make you whole and holy. Our loving God is ready, willing, and available to move heaven and earth to save you. What's more is that having saved you, he also provides practical support to manage life's difficulties. What a mighty God we serve. God's people have often encountered difficulties related to water in recorded Bible history. The children of Israel faced two massive rivers that, for all intents and purposes, were in the way of them experiencing God's will for their lives. What did he do for them? God miraculously parted them right down the middle and provided a dry pathway for their feet. There was one instance where someone lost an expensive axe head that sunk to the bottom of a body of water. What did God do? God miraculously caused the heavy axe head that had 0 buoyancy rating to float. Jesus miraculously transformed water into wine at a wedding celebration to kick off his public ministry. He met a woman with a sordid sexual past at a well of water and became the perfect man who wanted nothing from her besides commitment and the voice of her testimony of God's goodness. In the waters of the Jordan River, Jesus was baptized on our behalf to fulfill all righteousness. On one special occasion on the water, Jesus bolstered a man's faith, saved his mortal life, and taught the world what it is to trust God completely. Here's the short version of the story. Jesus miraculously walked on water on approach to his disciples' boat. The winds were high and the waves overwhelming. Peter, startled with the rest of the men, asked Jesus to bid him come onto the water for a miraculous stroll. Jesus said, "Come." You do realize God's biddings are enablings, right? So Peter walked on the water. Here's the problem with Peter and us. He was already experiencing a miracle success with God, but he allowed himself to lose focus and start looking at fears, at winds, at waves, and at trials. He started looking at his own feet and the impossibility of what God was doing for him and began to drown. In desperation, he got true religion. He remembered whom was his helper in times of trouble. As he choked on water, he cried, "Lord, save me. I'm drowning." Of course, he didn't sound quite like that. And of course, Jesus saved him and also chastised him for losing focus. Are you losing focus? I hope not. If you are, please learn from all the miracles I cited today and the theme text that our God is great, he's powerful and worthy of our worship. There's nothing wholly too hard for him. He is worthy of our honor and praise. And if we keep the faith, we will be able to rejoice when He overcomes our floods of doubt, our temptations, and despair. Stay focused on the one who is the water of life, whose ultimate desire and goal is to save you as soon as possible. This has been the Gospel according to the Psalms. Live by it.
Thanks for joining us, listening friends. Always remember, the way you spend your time now just might determine where you spend eternity. Until next time, be at peace.